everybody, welcome back. Normally for year end I do a state of my collection, but I want to do something a little different this time because my collection's kind of grown out of control and it would take forever to do that. So I'm just going to walk you guys through the watches that got the most wrist time this year for me, rather than go through everything, stuff I didn't wear. I'm just going to show you what I wore the most. So first up, obviously, I talk about it a lot, my Rolex Explorer 214270. This is the Mark 1, they call it, because they have the 214270 Mark II, which had the lume 3, 6, and 9. This is my favorite variation of it. I think the white gold 3, 6, and 9 look the best, and I wore this watch probably a third of the year. Most days going to work I wear it. Sometimes I just put it on at night just to chill with it because I love it that much and it's that comfortable. But yeah, that is my number one for this 2022 year. Up next, we do kind of have a tie. I would normally say that the number 2 for me was the San Martin Ghost in kind of that James Cameron blue fade dial. But I do think this year the Spect & Son Orange Aquanaut kind of came pretty damn close to being worn just as much, which is crazy because one's like $300, the other's like basically $50. But yeah, I think I wore them both equally. You know, I wear the San Martin on vacation a lot, or when I'm gonna go in the water. But the Aquanaut's just kind of fun. Put it on for a little pop of color, and I've been loving that. So that watch definitely got a very good amount of wrist time, and you know, that video did very well on this channel, and I think it's justified because it's a gorgeous watch. This next one has kind of lost wrist time towards the end of the year, but in the middle summer months, it was probably my favorite, and it is my modded Casio. I bought it on the clear rubber strap, or plastic, whatever it is, but I modded it onto kind of the you know, Royal Oak looking offshore rubber band, nice metal bezel and case, and I justifiably I don't wear it all the time because it does look a little big on me. I loved it at first, but it's hard to fit it under sleeves and all that kind of stuff, and now as it's gotten colder out and I have sleeves on more, it's just a little bit bulky, but I do expect it to get more wrist time come probably spring, summer of next year, but I do still love it. It's definitely staying in this collection. Next up, closing it out, I think, maybe there'll be one more, but this watch did also get a good amount of wrist time because I put it on a nice rubber strap, not that it came with it. It's the Undone Tropical Chronograph. I think it's a really cool looking watch. I think it's a fun watch. I think it does get a lot of looks. I think I've definitely had people ask the most about that watch because I think the face is fun and it looks different to people that haven't studied watches a lot. But I love it. I would recommend everyone getting one. I know some people don't like, you know, the fake aging, but I do think it looks really, really nice, and I think it's a great piece for anyone's collection, and it looks great on a variety of straps. The final piece that I wore, it wasn't often, but I did definitely give it some wrist time, was the Polar GMT Pagani, kind of like the Rolex Explorer 2. It's a beautiful watch, and I put it on this brown leather band, and I do think it's noteworthy. I didn't wear it a ton. I wore it when I wanted something that was a little understated, but with that white and orange hand pop of color. But it was definitely a fun wear throughout the year. Next year, I think I'm going to try to wear it more because I really do like it, but it didn't get worn as much as I would have liked. Probably wore it maybe 10 times. But yeah, guys, that's, you know, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 watches, I believe, that got the bulk of the wrist time throughout the year. So next year, I'm going to try to spread that out a little more. Hopefully there'll be some more fun additions next year. Maybe some of these will also leave the collection next year. But thanks for helping me grow, guys. And I don't know if there'll be another video out in 2022, but if there isn't, happy holidays, everybody. Happy New Year's. And I will see you guys all at the top of 23.